Welcome to this CRX presentation. This presentation explores CRX's 5 key modules. Before we begin, let's summarize. CRX is used to move, transform, filter, and enrich big data in real time or in batch at lightning speed. The following are the 5 key modules within CRX. The first is the data module. This is where fields, records, and files are defined. All the data complexity is defined once, with reuse being a key feature. This frees the developer to simply refer to each data item by name without needing to worry about its format. CRX has a built-in viewer, much like a spreadsheet. This viewer uses the data definitions created in the data module to display the data directly from the source files. Data does not need to be pre-converted before it is viewed. CRX will automatically, in memory, convert the data prior to displaying it. Next, we can begin to define tasks or business rules to massage the incoming data to produce the desired output. CRX has a rich, built-in task list from which to choose. Each task can then be further refined by a developer. Schedules bring the data and the tasks together and determine how often and on which files a task should run. Finally, use the monitor to view the progress of running tasks. A color-coded display lets you easily identify whether tasks are running, waiting for an event, or are complete. We will now look at each of the key modules in more detail. The data module. As an example of how to create CRX data definitions, let's create a file. In this window, type the file name, select the file type, and type a description. Scan down the list of available records and add the records that belong to your file. Next, click on the Attributes tab to set the record and field delimiters. Finally, click on the Data Filters tab to select any file compression. Apply your changes and your file definition is complete. The viewer. First, let's take a look at how the data might look if we used an editor. We can see that some items can be identified, but others cannot. Using the CRX viewer, we find that all the fields are easily readable and displayed in rows and columns. The viewer also displays some basic record counts and allows you to save the displayed records into a file. The viewer also contains a handy search facility that searches either one or every column of data. The task module. This window contains a list of tasks that can be performed on a file as a whole. For example, sort files. This next window contains a list of tasks that can be performed on individual records. For example, Map Fields performs data transformation. And this final window shows that a task can consist of many task steps, some of which may be file-based and some record-based. The scheduler. The scheduler determines when a task will run and which physical data files will be used. This means that the same task can have a number of different schedules, enabling multi-core or multi-host processing. Finally, the monitor. The monitor has a color-coded display showing running tasks in green, waiting tasks in yellow, and completed tasks. The Show Details button allows you to dive down into the task to display each task step, with a summary of how many records were read and the duration of each step. Tasks can be further controlled by pausing, continuing, or stopping them. If there are any issues with the task, they will be displayed in this section. So the 5 key modules of CRX are the data module, the viewer, the task module, the scheduler, and the monitor. This concludes our CRX presentation. Please feel free to contact us for more information. You can find us on the web at www.crx.com.